Hello, fellas. It is officially the off season. The season has ended, and normally I would be very sad and I would be complaining about, oh, football's almost over. Nope. There is a cloud lifted on me today. I woke up in the best mood I've been in months. No more dealing with you fuckers. No more losing. No more caring way too much about fantasy football for no reason. It's all over. Pujon scored 161 in the championship. Even if I would have made it there, I wouldn't have beaten him. It was destiny. I got my third place. Move along. Don't have to worry about fantasy football. Don't have to worry about being gaslit or rage baited or anything else. It's beautiful. I'm just in a jolly mood today. And then I just watched Arsenal kick the shit out of Aston Villa. Dua Lipa in the stands. Happy fucking Tuesday, lads. Happy fucking Tuesday. Jesus Christ, let's get into it. So yes, as stated, Pujon. I mean, what a season. What a championship game. It's just insane to see that Pujon is our official league champion. Ishan takes home second place. I take home third place. This video will just be a recap of the third place game of the championship. And through the upcoming week, I will do like a season recap, like team by team. I texted everyone individually asking them to give me a statement because if I don't text you individually, no one will answer me. So everyone got an individual text. If you ignore me, I will hound you. And if you still don't answer me, you're a scumbag and I hate you. So just answer me. It doesn't have to be a video. It can be a written statement. I know some of you don't want to put your face all over this shit. Fair. But a video would be funnier. And then I'm also going to do like my postseason awards. And then I might even do my overall fellas power ranking. Now that we are 5 seasons in, we have 5 seasons, 4 different champs. It's very fun. I would say the league is not going anywhere. We are thriving at this point. This was borderline our most contentious year. And I very much enjoyed it. Kinda. I'm happy it's over, but I enjoyed it. Let's get into the match. All right, they make it kind of funky with the screenshots, but matchup number 1, third place game. I beat Scott 117-73. This shockingly is my first ever podium in this league. I think I've gotten 4th, 13th, 5th, 4th, 3rd. So I finished 4 times in the top 5. Before this, I had 2 number 4 finishes. I finally get on the podium. It's a big step. Last 3 years, 5th, 4th, 3rd. We're moving up. I have a good feeling I'll be in the championship next season. Scott, your fraudness has finally been exposed. 75 points in the third place game. 75 points in any playoff game is bad. Lots of injuries, but this week it was only Devontae Adams. So you probably should have done a little bit better. Trevor Lawrence was a playoff god. He was awesome. In London, he had like a stretch in the middle of the season where he was awesome. But since in the last like 6 weeks, I think the math was he had 7 total points. And 1.4 of them were this week. Woody Marks, same shit. He had like a good stretch there at the beginning / middle. He hasn't had a game higher than 16 points since week 4. So, like, you're not going to just get much better out of him. Otherwise, I'm going to go over everything else. Like, this matchup didn't really matter. It's just I get to keep $50 extra when I already Venmo'd Scott $50 because, like, Scott already had his buy-in. So, he's fine. Yeah, it's just bad week. Achane didn't get in the end zone. Had one of his second lowest week ever. Myers was mediocre. Ferguson was mediocre. I think Ferguson caught that touchdown and didn't come back in the game. Just a bad beat by Scott's team. I'll get more into his team in the season recap, but I just want to remind people that Scott lost James Conner almost immediately, who was one of his early draft picks, and he plugged in Scatabo, who he also lost pretty much immediately. And he still had an 11-3 record and made it to the third place game. Great season, Scott. Great season. Maybe the start of a trend upward for Scott. That would be nice. And then me, 117. It was enough to win this. It would have been enough to beat Ish this week. Fuck me. But it wouldn't have beat Pushan even if I had gotten there, so it makes me feel a little better. I think I managed the hell out of this team this year. Obviously, I'll talk about it more when we get into the recaps for the season. But at the end of the day, the Bills stack failed me. Over the past 2 weeks, they had 65 total points. That's like 15 points each. That's way undershooting their projections. It just never was going to do it. Tongas was a very sharp pickup by me midweek. Obviously, I wasn't fighting on the waivers with that many people, but still very sharp. Very sharp. Very sharp. Each could have used it. And then Jamar kind of turned the season around, but CeeDee Lamb and Devonta Smith. I should have traded Devonta Smith. I shouldn't have traded for CeeDee Lamb. Just you hate to see it. A season of wheeling and dealing, people getting angry, trying my best, just wasted. Absolutely wasted. I just don't know what else to say. I'm going to make a whole other video for the other fellas because I'm going to talk about their matchup. I'm going to let them send videos, and so you'll see that in part 2. We'll do a championship recap. And here we are, the championship game. Pushan demolishes Ish, 161-95. I have asked both of the fellas for a statement. It is 5:23. I asked them at 9 this morning. Ishan got his to me promptly. Pushan promptly forgot. And apparently he's in Calcutta, but he's working an East Coast schedule. So now I'm just bothering him at like fucking 3 in the morning, I guess. He's just still up. Just up. It's fine. He said he was going to send it. So I'm going to record this, play Ishan's clip, talk a little bit, and if I'm done talking by the time he sends it, it won't get played. He's been promising it to me for hours and hours and hours. I don't know what else to tell the guy. I waited. I was going to do it before the Arsenal game. I waited. I watched the whole Arsenal game. Texted him the same little bunny clock again. He said, "Oh, I just got off, brother. Calm down." All right, man. Jesus Christ. It's the middle of the night. Don't wait so long. Anyway, the matchup. Ish, tell me about it.
What is up, Fantasy Fellas? It is the general manager of all my exes live in Texas, coming to you live after being just annihilated by Pushan. What he did to me is probably illegal in 48 states, 130 countries. The words and thoughts running through my mind this past weekend were probably also illegal in 50 states, 170 countries, especially one. Not the ending of the season we wanted. Lions couldn't run the ball. They couldn't pass the ball. My defense had the most points on my whole team until last night. So couldn't even put up triple digits. But overall, solid season, 9-5, second place, so I'm the first loser. Most points for by wide margin, third most points against. Now if you're getting into the most advanced stats, if Ford can pop it up somewhere up here. Thanks, buddy. Good boy. I think I had the most points per game, wide margin, of course, just killing it. Biggest point differential, I think, was plus 18, plus 20. It's ethical fantasy football here. None of those bullshit collusionary trades. Nothing crazy like that. So, also want to call it the most ethical trade of fantasy football ever. Kyron Williams for JMO. Just net even. Sick. Ethical. Just all around ethical year. But yeah. Fuck that Kareem Hunter Pushan. Love you, but hated it had to be him. Indians just keep fucking stealing our jobs, man. Alright, anyways. See you next year.
Yes, well said, Ishan. It was a good season, and you did end up getting absolutely just whopped in the final. I believe these are the stats. Don't boss me around. Don't call me a good boy, okay? I'm the commissioner of this fucking league, all right? Show a little respect. But, like the good boy that I am, here are your stats. I think these... obviously, he ran away with the points for, like he said. He did have a very high points against... and then his plus-minus is looking at... that's insane. He had... look at Scott's points against per week, 101. And that is wildly skewed by the playoff matchups. And then just... Christ. Ishan putting up 134 a week in a 14-man league. Gotta give it to you. It didn't matter in the end, but well done. All right, I'm going to continue to wrap up Isha's side of this matchup because he got destroyed, so I'll get him out of the way while I wait for fucking Pushan to send me a video. All I need was like 6 seconds of you calling Ishan something mean. Didn't ask for the fucking world here. Jesus. But anyway, Ishan, yes. You say no unethical trades, nothing like that, all above board. Good for you. You know what that got you? You lost to someone who did an unethical trade. So congrats. We're all fucking suckers. Congrats, you kept everything above board. You lost. And you know who didn't keep everything above board? Pushan Chakraborty. And yeah, I'm looking at you, Thomas Briggs. Bitch. Anyway, yeah, Ish almost scraped together 100 in this matchup. Not breaking 100 as the highest scorer of the year, who bragged about it a lot, is not a good look, I will say. But similarly to me, Isha's dogs just couldn't get it done. He's been relying on Gibbs. He's been relying on JSN. He's been relying on JMO. And to an extent, he's been relying on Gainwell. And they just shit down their legs. The Giants' defense was a fantastic plug and play. Nothing bad you can say about that one. But the rest of it, whoop. Yeah, and what else do I have written down here for? I'm going to talk way more about Pushan, but Courtland Sutton had a fun little blip. Kenny Gainwell, it finally clock stroke midnight. He turned back into a fucking pumpkin instead of being the fucking best player on the fucking planet for a little bit. I'll get into Isha's season a little bit more. Essentially, it was Gibbs and JSN, and when it mattered most, they disappeared. Not breaking 100 is sad shit, Ishan. But second place, I think it's pretty important. The second place, just like my third, is important. Neither of us have been on the podium before, I don't think. So it's big. It's big to get up there. It's big to get on the podium. None of the four semifinalists have been on the podium before. Fresh blood. I like it. Next year, Ish. 14-14, we're coming. All right, I have to move on with my life, so I'm going to talk about Pushan's side of the matchup, and then I'll just wait until he sends me the video. I mean, he has to send it soon, right? Or he's just asleep? I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, Pushan, you won by so much the weekend wasn't even fun. I've never seen a matchup be so fucking dead by Sunday at the 1 o'clock slate. Granted, there was multiple games on Thursday, there was multiple games on Saturday, but still, never has a matchup been more dead than this one was at like 10 a.m. on Sunday morning. It was dead. It started off Thursday, Dak Prescott, he was always going to have a good game against the Commies. And then, Aubrey too. And then it was just nothing from there. Amon-Ra had an okay day. And then Derrick Henry on Saturday, that was so insane, just insanity. It was Derrick Henry and Olave. Derrick Henry had 77 playoff points. Olave had 80-ish. I mean, that's crazy. Pushan, a lot of what you do is totally random, and you have no idea what you're doing. But I will give you props holding on to Derrick Henry. I texted you basically once a week all season, seeing if you were ready to part ways with Derrick Henry. And you were like, no, just wait. Big fella's going to pop off. Just wait. He's going to... Props to you, Pushan. He fucking popped off. That is my one regret this season. Similarly with Brett and Kittle, I was texting Pushan, yo, available? He always said, nope, I'm keeping him. Respect. You got lucky with the Olave draft pick. Well done. The rest of this was probably luck. Briggs handing you Amon-Ra was luck. But the Derrick Henry shit was awesome. Also, the Amon-Ra shit, you can't say the trade didn't matter. You did it without him. He single-handedly won you your first-round playoff matchup. You won by 8. He had 41. Without Amon-Ra, you weren't getting this far, you fucking idiot. Good championship win. I will leave a couple minutes available here for you to give your thoughts. I hope your video is not more than a minute and a half. I will see everyone after Pushan's statement tomorrow for many more content videos regarding our offseason. Thank you very much for your time.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good night from whichever part of the world you're seeing this video. It's 4:15 here right now. Just locked off from work. Doing this championship talk here for this video. Last time I was behind the camera, I just got off from running a 5K, less than an hour, in freezing cold outside, negative Fahrenheit. I still stand by that negative Fahrenheit. And yes, Ford, I know how Fahrenheit works. Bitch. Anyway, we're not gonna talk about the losing team. We're gonna talk about the winning team right here. Bunch of jewels, diamonds. They didn't crack under pressure. They just got better, right? QB, Patty, my man. Even though he's a little bit beautiful season. 260-pound, that running back, he stepped up when we needed him. 45 points at the end. Magnifique. Both the running backs, Brown squared, Chris Olave, my tight end, everyone. Magnificent. What can I say? This is just a great end for the comeback season with the chip in my backpack. All the 13 other guys, hey, good fight, Ish. Good fight, Ford, but didn't stand a chance. Again, it's all destiny. It's all destiny this time around. But anyway, not too much to gloat. What can I say? There's this code everyone was asking me, what would I do if I didn't win?